Well. Look who we got here. You cleaned the frost off your windshield this morning?
No, because I park in a direction from which No, I didn't clean the frost off.
I didn't, and I did. So now I've just been parking in that new parking ramp across the street from Sports.
Oh, can you park for free overnight?
For free overnight. But then I didn't clean off my windshield. I was like, it's not that bad. And then I started walking. Then I started driving here, and I'm like, I cannot see anything, but I live life on the edge to the fullest. But there was like 2 times where I had to quick be like, whoa, I'm going to bash that car. And I do that every once in a while just for the thrill.
Yeah, so you feel alive. I get that.
Especially waking up in the morning, being groggy, not knowing if you're going to hit anything with your vehicle.
That's how you know that life is real.
Yeah, really no better thrill in the morning. So
it's my favorite actually is, knock on wood, I haven't been in a motor collision.
It's actually actually wrecking your car in the morning.
I mean, I have had this year 316 cars. Because I don't drive on Sundays. So, I just crash them. Bam! Smash. Like, oh, whoops, sorry. My insurance is through the roof, but you know what? It's worth it. Just kidding. I could never I haven't crashed my car in so long, but, it gets your heart going when you're almost in an accident.
Oh, yeah. Dude, welcome to the club.
Yeah.
Times that you do get in the accidents, too.
I've only I was in one when I was a child. I shouldn't have been driving. No, I'm just kidding. A lady literally pulled out right in front of my mom. It was like, how you're driving.
That's against the law.
I know.
It's like a guy in a trench coat.
No, this was an old lady.
Okay.
She was like driving. She's like, do. My mom's going about, I don't know, I think it's like a road 35, 40 miles an hour. And this lady's in the turn lane and we're approaching. And for whatever reason, she just turns right in front of us. And it was like almost no time to brake. She just, and then my mom was like she whipped her hand to the side and basically gave me a bruise on my chest.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm wearing my seatbelt. But I was just like...
What do they call that in Seinfeld? You stopped early.
You stopped her.
It's like when you put your arm out and slam on the brakes so that they go into your arm.
You can do that?
That's what they did on Seinfeld. Like, you stopped early with her.
I feel like that would be a move, if you will. You do the...
that's what it is. It's with George's dad was mad because he thought Kramer accidentally did that to his wife when they were driving. And then she thought he was hitting on him. She's like, Kramer stopped early with me when he was really just trying to stop her from... Which is a pretty funny thing. And then...
Stopped her? I didn't know that was a...
Then George's dad is like, you stopped early with a cell!
That's a real, I didn't think Seinfeld, that kind of stuff was real until I watched somebody was filming a family. They were Jewish, but that's the guy, the kid, I don't know, I think he was 20, let's say. He took the last, let's say, Dr. Pepper.
Yeah.
And then the mom was like, Why'd you take the last Dr. Pepper? You didn't put more Dr. Pepper in? They got a stockpile of it in the basement or something. And he's like, I don't know, I just didn't put the... And she's like, well, you got to replenish the Dr. Pepper. And then it turns into this big family argument and the dad comes in and he's just like, you didn't replenish the Dr. Pepper? And then he's like, if I taught you anything in life, it's to replenish. It was just like, oh my gosh, what is happening?
That is insane.
The kid just gets up and he's like, I can't deal with this. What is going on here?
There's also quick math by you early to get to 316 on how many cars you...
Well,
wrecked.
See, I know that there's 365 days in the year. We're not quite through the year. And then I just kind of, I don't know, took out...
Yeah, it would have been there'd be 313 days in the year if you just took 52 Sundays out.
Jeez.
So you were
I was very, very close.
I wouldn't have got... Math is not my strong suit. If it was by hundreds, easy. Hundreds and tens.
Easy.
If you had 50s and anything in the 10-digit column, forget about it.
Forget about it. We did like in school in math in arithmetics, we did like multiplication tables.
Yep.
And I can't, like, I still to this day, like the 7 and 8s, I'm like 8 times 8, 64. I know that.
Yep.
8 times 7, I'm
56.
like 56. Yep. Like I don't know why 8s and 7s just give me such a hard time.
Those I just remember from memorization.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Yep.
Like I remember all the
6
other
times
ones.
6, 64. 6 times 7, 42.
6 times 6 is 64. I don't think that's
so.
right.
8 times 8 is 64.
That's correct.
6 times 6 is 32.
Yeah. 32?
Yes.
Yeah. It's like, oh, wait, what?
I was like, what's going on with me? I also
well, you made a disclaimer. Math is not your strong suit. So
I
what
also
do you...
had a real dumb moment in my brain a little bit before where I was like, where do they come up with the word math? Oh, maybe it's from the middle of arithmetic. And as you were saying that, and then I was like, oh, but that probably is where it's from. And then I was like, no, it's from mathematics.
Mathematics. Yeah.
Which that's one thing I'm like, maybe I shouldn't have said that out loud. Sound real dumb.
Which came first? The chicken or the egg?
Arithmetic or math came first?
I say it was arithmetic.
Oh, arithmetic, because that's just like counting and stuff.
Yeah, because abacus and arithmetic both start with E. Just kidding.
It's just two dumb guys on the radio.
I know. I feel like every once in a while I'll make a joke like that to someone I know, like a family member, and then they're like, no, it doesn't. And I'm like, I know, that was a joke.
Oh, I actually didn't know you were joking.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I should have said, like, I should say something so off the wall that it's like, yeah, they both start with P.
Yeah, there I just thought that you screwed up saying the letter.
Say the Nope, I know that they both start with an I.
That is.
See?
Oh, that's how you do it, folks. That's top tier comedy.
Yup.
Name 7 things funnier than that.
Yeah, I bet you can't.
We were talking about accidentally misgendering people this past weekend, and we were like, well, maybe just don't say man when you're talking to someone, and then our other friend said, like, well, like, they just like to be called little people now. He's like, do you think a midget would be mad if I called it dude? and Mark Quay looked at the guy and he goes, I think they'd be upset that you called it. That was the funniest thing I heard in a long time.
Yeah. Well, I mean, little people deserve recognition too. Everybody, there's a spot for everybody in this world.
It is true. It is little people. They just got to come up with a different word than little people.
I feel more uncomfortable saying little person.
Hey, little guy.
Right. Like, I don't know.
Are you a little person?
Are you a little? I don't know. It's just.
Yeah, I'm a little person in a big body.
That could be like a TV show, Little Person, Big Body.
And it's actually just a midget inside me controlling my body.
Like that Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles villain. Krang.
Yep.
It's a brain inside of a big body that he's controlling.
Yeah, I forget that's not autonomous, right? Is that the right term?
No, because the brain is controlling.
Yeah.
Like autonomous means like it can control itself. Like a Tesla.
Android body. Humanoid android body.
Humanoid
but
android.
I honestly, when I was younger, I thought, right away, I thought that was just another character that he was inside of that just had an opening in his belly and wasn't a robot.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Like, he could, like, if you took the brain out, he could just be there and just, well, I mean, he couldn't move on his own, I don't think.
No, he's just a brain. Well, doesn't he have, like, little arm things?
Yeah, the brain had arms. Like, he could move around, which, I mean, gross.
Yeah, it's actually a brain moving around by itself is maybe one of the grossest things that I could see.
Yeah, much rather that the brain is stuck inside somebody's like belly hole, I suppose.
Or brain.
Yeah, like why didn't he put himself in the head of the?
It is very interesting.
It seems like you could just easily attack the, like they're ninjas.
You just really don't want to get punched in the gut there. Or maybe that's he's better surrounded there, but also if he just put himself inside the head of that.
Right. Like, I mean,
it'd be a lot more conspicuous, too. You wouldn't have to be like, I'm a weird alien brain. You'd just put it inside a big-headed person.
And you don't even have to, I mean, you could just make it a regular-looking person. That dude was wearing, like, sunglasses and had, like, a weird...
Didn't have a shirt on.
Yeah.
Had, like, armor on. But Shredder also dresses like... like in all armor at all times.
Yeah, there should be like a skit where Shredder's getting dressed in the morning. Because like he's got to put on like the clothes underneath it.
Just clanking around.
And then, yeah. And then he's walking around like, and also, I mean, does he do the thing where like he itches his nose, but he uses his claws like,
oh no.
And then slice like, oh crap.
Yep.
Imagine
just
my nose open.
Going to eat at a restaurant. They're like, wait, aren't you Shredder?
And he
I
doesn't
don't know
need
if
any...
I want to serve you.
Yeah, he doesn't need any steak
good
knives.
Here. Can I actually just get a couple spoons?
I'll have the soup. Why do you want the soup? Well, that way I don't have to use my knives.
Yeah. Then he get like everywhere he goes, they're like, you're not allowed here, Shredder, until he goes to Chick-fil-A, and then they're like, you know what? We give everyone chances again. The Lord says. To feed everyone.
Feed everyone.
And you're someone under the Lord's power. He's like, thanks, Chick-fil-A. And he becomes a manager at Chick-fil-A. And then it turns his life around, all because they showed him love.
Yeah, they were. And he was leaving the drive-thru, and they were like, my pleasure, Shredder. And
yeah.
he was just like,
yeah,
nobody's ever been that nice to me.
Yeah, it turns out he's just misunderstood.
Yeah.
He won't work at the pizza shops because then he'll run into
the turtles
too
yeah.
much. But chickens don't eat turtles. Turtles don't eat chickens.
I wonder like if you could turn the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles around like you did the Karate Kid, where Shredder's the good guy and the turtles are the antagonist. Like they're just like, yeah, Splinter came in. Like I was trying to hit on this girl. Splinter came in. I didn't know that he had a girlfriend or she had a boyfriend or whatever. And then all of a sudden he's like, you're talking to my girl and he beats me up. And then I'm like, I'm going to train ninja for years and become this guy that can beat up Splinter because Splinter's the best. And then Shredder's like, yeah, well, I have knives on my forearms.
Yeah.
So don't touch my shoulders either.
Yeah. And someday Vanilla Ice is going to rap and I'm going to fall into a big trash compactor and die.
And Casey Jones is going to say, whoops.
Yeah.
And
Casey Jones just kills the man.
Yeah. Casey Jones. That's what it was rated PG-13. I think.
That one was PG-13?
I don't remember. It's probably PG, to be honest.
Yeah, the 90s were a PG era.
Do they even have PG movies anymore?
I don't know.
I remember going to see Coyote Ugly in the theater.
That was PG-13.
Yeah, but
I thought
everybody
that was going to be like Oochie Wowie.
Right. All my friends were like, let's go, dude, let's go. And like, yeah. I said to them, I said, I don't think it's going to be what we think it is because it's only PG-13. It's not rated R.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't seem like it's going to be like a love story. And then sure as stuff, we got in there. And then now to this day, when I hear that song, I think it's not Miranda Lambert. She came way later. I can't remember who the girl is. She's in Yellowstone.
Yeah. Yes,
one of the girls from...
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2 is PG. But let's... No, 13. Probably because you didn't...
Turtles 2 or also?
Ninja Turtles also.
Okay.
No, Ninja Turtles 2, as in The Secret of the Ooze, the one where they kill Shredder in the trash compactor.
I thought they killed Shredder in the trash compactor in the garbage truck. He falls into the garbage truck.
Yeah, isn't that the second one?
That's the first one.
How's he die at the second one?
The second
one,
I
think... huge,
think,
and then he goes in the...
I think he gets too huge. I don't remember the second one. I only remember Ernie Reyes Jr. is in it, and he's a pizza delivery boy. And that was the last time I ever saw Ernie Reyes Jr.
How does Shredder die in the second TMNT movie?
He doesn't. He's still out there. They go back in time. I never saw Turtles in Time.
Oh, yeah. I was right. No. You were right. He gets really big, then he falls through the dock.
Yeah.
Then all this debris and stuff crushes him in the water. So it is the end of the first one where he falls in the traction compactor. How do you survive that? So Casey Jones didn't kill him.
No, that's why it's PG because there's
Casey
no
Jones
murder.
is my favorite. If I could have one role ever in a movie,
it'd be
Casey Jones. WB, Netflix, Hulu, Nickelodeon. Please let me be Casey Jones.
Somebody, and you would be a good Casey Jones.
I know. That's what I aspire to be someday. A man who kills a man.
A man who kills somebody
with
in
a trash compactor.
Well, I mean, it's a compacting trash truck.
Yeah,
there's only a body size window for him to fall and land directly in that one spot without his arm didn't hit the edge.
Yeah,
that would have sucked.
Yeah, James Earl Jones. He did the voice for Shredder, I'm pretty sure too.
That was Darth Vader.
I think he did both.
Uncle Phil, rest in peace, did the voice for Shredder on the cartoons.
That's what it was.
But James Earl Jones, I mean, is he even still alive?
No. James Avery was the guy who did it.
Ooh, James Avery. I don't know.
Who is Dr. Phil? I mean, Uncle Phil.
Uncle Phil's on Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Yes. Okay, wait.
I can't remember Uncle Phil's real name. Was it
James Avery?
Was it James Avery?
Yeah.
Oh.
Who did the voice for Shredder in the movies? Because he's the guy who didn't look like. He's in the cartoon series. Oh, Tohoru Masumun. No, James Saito.
That was probably the actor that played him. He probably did his own voice.
Yeah, you think that.
Although sometimes they overdub.
I know.
Raphael was, or not Raphael. I can't remember. Corey Feldman was one of the Turtles' voices. I can't remember which one it was. It wasn't Michelangelo.
Corey Feldman, what a man.
Donatello. He was Donatello?
Donatello was my least favorite one. He was too much of a nerd for me.
He's kind of a nerd. I liked Leonardo because he had two swords, but I also liked Raphael because he was tough as nails.
He was the guy who you're like, you're pretty BA.
Yup.
And then, but Michelangelo, it's like, he was
a child.
He was the party dude.
Yeah.
He was me. Michelangelo is me. That's why I liked him.
They had to get it. They were almost like a boy band. They had different personalities so that people would like each one of them. Like there was kids that were like Donatello's the best one, but I also I liked Raphael because he had I still say it to this day where he goes and he's fighting like the members of the Foot Clan on the roof of the building.
Yep.
And then he's like, "You guys must be studying the abridged book of ninja fighting." And then he's like, "How do you expect to beat me?" And then 12 more come out of the woodwork, and he's just like, "Good answer."
Yeah.
Good answer. But he's beating them all up, and then eventually they get to him. But it was just like, oh, man.
Dude, I can't find the actual old lyrics. I know the lyrics end with
Go Ninja, Go Ninja, Go?
No, the one where it's like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Heroes in a half shell.
Turtle
Power.
Yeah, because I know that they go, Michelangelo is a party dude.
Yeah.
And here it says Michelangelo, he's one of a kind, and just so you know how to find him when it's party time.
Nope.
But no, it's a party dude, and I can't find...
They changed. It's like a, what do you call it? The Heisenberg
Mandela
effect. Oh.
Well, we talk about that every... Oh, here it goes. I got the different one. Splinter taught them to be ninja teens. That's such a good lyric. Oh, yeah. I love dude, when they say that, and then they kind of have the other thing that people will echo with it. So they're like, Splinter taught them to be ninja teens, and then you hear them go, "He's a radical rat." And then Leonardo leads, Donatello does machines. We'll skip over that line. Raphael.
Why are we skipping that line?
Raphael's cool but rude.
Yeah.
Give me a break. That's what he says after that. And then Michelangelo is a party dude. Party.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Only when I was younger, since I had a speech impediment, I said Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, which was very cool. I never got made fun of for it. No one was like, Blaise, you pronounce stuff way too wrong.
You're like,
maybe
no,
you should.
you guys can't spell. That says Ninja,
Yeah.
Gina.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, guys. I did just mix. I guess that's not too bad because I was mixing up like the J sound with the N. But there's no reason I should be switching those around. So I had to go to speech therapy.
Well, you know,
I should go to mathematical therapy.
I don't. Was there a class for mathematical therapy? I don't know.
Conversion therapy, division, because conversions like that, right? That
Yeah.
could be.
I mean, it could be. I remember when I was.
It's called a conversion when you do division, right?
You convert like. I don't know.
Yeah, it's like changing units. Oh, like tens or
Tens unit, like electroshock therapy.
Nickelodeon. Brought to you by KRFF 95.9. Nickelodeon on the radio. Man, you guys are getting such hot content today.
Nickelodeon was like the craziest channel. Like, gosh, they had all kinds of stuff, and then they got caught up in all those scandals. Well, I'm not sure if they ever got caught. I never watched that documentary about the.
Oh, they
one
got
dude.
caught. They just didn't do anything about it.
Well, if you're banging out hit show after hit show,
That is true.
you know,
You can do whatever you want.
did Harvey Weinstein get in trouble?
Yes.
I thought they
He's
just people
in
were
prison.
like, "Oh, really?
Yeah.
Dang, I thought
he got charged with quite a few things.
I thought that he just got like a slap on the wrist, like, "Hey, don't do that anymore."
No,
Harvey Weinstein.
and now he's getting slapped up even more. And
Harvey Weinstein's like a crime boss in prison.
yeah,
He's like, if you ever want to see a good movie again, you leave me alone.
yeah, he looks like a crime boss too. He's
Yeah.
one guy that just looked evil.
Yeah.
He'd just twirl around in his chair and be like, "You want this movie role? Then give me $5 million. I really need investors for this.
I
And
need
it's gonna
investors
we'll
for
make
my-
a really good movie."
Yep. We're going to make a movie. I got an island that I'm trying to build a condo on.
Yeah, if you want to act in it, you can just do that without doing anything.
Yeah,
I'm a very nice guy.
I'm a very nice person, and I would like you to act in my movie because I believe in your skills.
Yeah, and nothing else.
It'd be like, actually, now I'm interested to go back and look at who is in his movies.
I think
And
a lot
then-
of them spoke out. And then
I do remember Courtney Love had an interview where she was like, whatever, if Harvey Weinstein invites you to his office or something, just don't go
Yeah.
or something. And it was like, oh.
Courtney Love seems like she would have went no matter what. Though.
That's
she
what I'm
seemed like
saying.
She
She
was the
probably
last
did
person,
go.
yeah,
And she was like, dang it.
Yeah.
I went, and now I'm in
yeah.
200 Cigarettes, I think was the movie she was in.
What her hourly rate of how many she smokes? How many-
Yeah, come into this trailer with me.
Yeah, Courtney Love seemed. I don't know if there was a time that I saw her without a cigarette.
She played a role in another movie where like people were like, "Oh, she is great," but I can't remember what movie it was. And it seems like it would be like one of those singing movies.
Courtney Love in a musical would be insane.
Like
Courtney Love in Who Killed Kurt, and she's like, "I didn't do it."
it wasn't me. He hit the trigger with his toe.
And then projected the shotgun shell out somehow. There was just shells around his body.
Well, they had to make it look like a. That's why, yeah, I don't ever touch guns in my house. I don't ever touch them. That way, nobody knows. They're like, hey, Barclay's fingerprints aren't on that gun
Yeah.
because I never touched it.
But yeah, that is weird though, because like if you shoot a shotgun, you need to cock it again after you shoot it to have
eject the shell.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe
And
he didn't do it right the first time. In a shotgun, you only need one at close range.
Yeah. Yeah, if you get two, you have to be way off to not be able to get that. You're like, oh no, you probably just don't have a bottom jaw. You're like, oh,
Oh shoot!
There
I pointed the
again.
wrong barrel of this double barrel shotgun at my face.
yeah. It's like, oh, actually, I used the butt end. I'm I'm so silly. Let me just eject the shotgun shell and then go again. Yeah. Yep. I don't think that that was fine. But she was in Man on the Moon.
Oh, that's what it was, man. Yeah, she played Jim Carrey's like love interest in the Albert or
Yep. Then she was in The People vs. Larry Flint.
that was another one too. She played yeah.
And Trapped. And Sid and Nancy.
Oh, she was in Sid and Nancy, and that movie was. I remember that movie wasn't very. No, it was okay, but it was
I
like
have
you
to
had
watch
to
it again, but it's also like it could not and be fine with it. You just kind of expect, you're like, oh yeah, they just had a bad relationship and they were punk rockers.
Punk rockers with a bad relationship. No way. No way.
Yeah. You ruined another guitar. We can't keep affording these guitars.
Yeah, with my $1 million punk band that I'm fronting. Like, all right, get out of here, Sid.
Yeah.
Like, okay, your last name isn't Vicious either. And then is she Nancy Vicious? You got to change your name legally to Vicious.
Nancy Vicious, Definitious, make them boys go loco.
Yep.
She just does the Fergie thing.
I saw
S,
Fergie.
To the I, to the DVICIOUS. That's Sid Vicious.
Yeah.
It's just a Nancy Vicious.
I'm Nancy Vicious.
To the N, to the A, to the NCYVICIOUS. Spelling.
That's
to the
crazy.
To the NANCY.
There's too many. This is the second time this week that I've referenced or been in a room where somebody was talking about Fergalicious.
I know, and both times it was me.
Okay, good. Okay.
It's like we did just talk about.
Why am I thinking of Fergalicious again? I don't ever want to think about that song.
Yeah, we were talking about. Actually, we were in this studio.
Yeah, that's
talking to Reg.
I'm remembering it like right now. Like
I was sitting there. I thought for sure we were somewhere else. Well, you guys. You'll get 2 episodes this week on YouTube, and you'll also hear 2 Ferg talk. Between two, we make a show called Between Two Fergs, and it's just us sitting between a clone of Fergie and herself.
Well, then we'd have Fergie, like Black Eyed Peas Fergie, Fergalicious, and then I think there's Fergie,
Craig Ferguson.
Oh, I would rather have the Duchess of York.
Who's that?
Fergie. Like, that's where the name, I think, Fergie came from. And also, what a weird name, Fergie. Like, your name's not Ferguson, I don't think.
Sarah Ferguson is the Duchess of York right now. Oh, no, she's the author. This AI stuff, I don't like it.
AI can sometimes be wrong. It's got a disclaimer on there. Sarah Ferguson's not her name. It's like...
Oh, wait, no. Sarah Margaret Ferguson
is the Duchess of York.
Sarah, Duchess of York.
Yeah. Oh, she's not the Duchess anymore? I don't know. I just remember being like, as a young child, like, oh, Fergie is the Duchess of York. People called her Fergie. And she wore these crazy hats like she was going to horse races every day.
Yeah. Interesting.
She was cool.
Very interesting.
I wanted to talk to her. I wanted to hang out with her.
Yeah.
Fergie.
Maybe someday you will.
The Duchess of York? I don't know.
What do you think would be more fun to have on the sides of you? Fergie as in Black Eyed Peas Fergie and Craig Ferguson, or Fergie and Fergie the Duchess of York? Or what if we had...
I'd rather take Fergie the Duchess of York and Craig Ferguson.
I was just going to say that.
Like, get Fergie out of here. Like, I don't need... And to me, Fergie is the Duchess of York. So, like, Fergie stole her name from...
Yeah, it's actually a case of stolen identity, and now Fergie is actually the Duchess of York, and that's why she's not married to Duhamel anymore. She's like, I don't have time for you. I'm the Duchess of York.
Yeah, have you ever been to York? I'm the Duchess of it.
Yeah, have you ever had a position that you don't actually do anything, but it's just by name, and it makes you look super famous? Well, I got that now, and you don't have anything. You just act in movies.
And it's weird. Where did Josh Duhamel and Fergie even meet?
Probably Hollywood.
Probably. But I'm just saying, like, they're so...
We should call and ask him.
Do you know
I know his
anybody
uncle.
Oh, well, then let's get his number. Let's get Josh Duhamel on the show.
We should do that. Josh Duhamel, come on the show. We know you're listening.
Yeah, Josh, we know that you're out there. So, I mean, obviously with comedy podcasts, you know, you have a strict regimen of a healthy diet. You're going to have to break that, come on our show.
Yeah.
And then do our guest spot.
Yeah.
I don't think it's too much to ask.
Yeah. There was a time when I did see Josh Duhamel in a restaurant.
Which restaurant?
Well, it was when it was the Hotel Donaldson.
Oh,
the Hodo.
sure.
He was in the Hodo bar. It was the night after a Nick Swartzen show.
Okay.
And then he was sitting at this table.
Ooh.
And I went up to Nick Swartzen and I go, "Hi, Nick Swartzen. I just said the wrong name and I'm going up to Josh Duhamel." So I did talk to Swartzen a little bit that night too. But went over to Josh Duhamel and I go, "Dude, I loved you in The Fast and the Furious." and he was like, "I'm not in that movie." And I was like, "Wait, Marley and Me? Was that you in Marley and Me?" He was like, "No, what the heck?" I said like 2 other movies that he just for sure wasn't in. Then he seemed to be getting mad. I'm like, "Actually, I'm very sorry. I just wanted to mess with you." And then what's funny, because he's a cool guy from what I hear. And then my sister played college basketball with his older sister in Williston.
Okay.
And she said that they would be like, "What a dummy. He thinks he's going to be a famous actor someday or something." Then egg on their face.
Yeah. Well, that's how you become famous. You have to get haters. And if you have haters early.
And if it's a full team of college basketball girls,
and
you
they're
really
all,
got to prove them wrong.
Oh, man.
That's
imagine
college basketball.
Yeah.
College girls making fun of you, being like, "I'm going to prove them wrong."
How mad are they?
Yeah.
You know, like, oh, gosh. Like, I met, when I worked at a golf course kitchen, and I met Mark Paul Gosselaar, and all the, like, I didn't see it, but all the girls that worked there were like, goo goo for Gaga. And he was dating.
Goo goo for Goss Goss.
Goss Goss. And he happened to be dating, the girl was a Budweiser girl. Like, she dressed up in Budweiser bikinis.
She just wears a full Budweiser can. Like,
Yeah,
it's
she
just
was like the Duff Man from
Yeah.
The Simpsons. That's what her costume was.
Or it's just like, I think it'd be funnier if they just put her in like a full costume that like you don't see her face. It's just like a cutout hole and she's a big can. Like, oh, that's a Budweiser girl.
Like, oh, she's
like,
she's
so hot.
Yup.
You got to have a pretty face for that.
Well, you can't.
You can't have an uggo.
You can't
have
just
a
be
bad face.
Yeah. Her mom was not a Budweiser girl, but the daughter was definitely. But then, yeah, because of that, he came to do some celebrity golf tournament or whatever. I say celebrity, but he was the biggest celebrity there.
Yep.
Everybody else was like a newscaster on local TV, but like, yeah, all the girls wanted to get his autograph, and I was like, man, I work in kitchens, and I'm like, here's. It made me mad because some of the waitresses, and this is a well-known fact, a lot of times waitresses and cooks hook up with each other. Yeah. And some of the girls that, they all saw Mark Paul Gosselaar, and it was like I didn't exist anymore. And I was like, hey.
You're like, how about Mark Quay Gosselaar?
Yeah, how about you, Gosselaar?
And then you just see in the middle of him doing his things, he just stops and starts talking to the camera, and people behind him stop moving.
Everybody.
Remember when they did that
on Saved by the
Bell?
Yup. Oh yeah, dude, it's breaking the fourth wall. I think they call that.
Yeah,
I'm not 100% sure, but well, I mean.
Well, see you later.
Yeah. Big gulps, huh? We landed on the moon.
My buddy just got on his Cybertruck. He just got a license plate that just says Big Gulp. So that when people come up to him when he's at gas stations, they'll go, "Big Gulp?" He's like, "Yep." Well, see you later, and then drive off.
That's kind of funny. I mean, I don't know if I'd get a license. Well,
you don't have a license anymore, from what I hear. From all the driving with
the frost on my windshield, crashing into cars.
Well, 300. If you got into 316 accidents in a year, that'd be a time where I'd be like, maybe we take away his license.
Well, I don't report any of them.
Really? I need to close. We should close that window because it's coming in.
The window is closed.
I'm going to break the fourth wall here. Yeah, guys. So Mark Way actually just went up to close the window. What's he thinking, saying that the window's closed? It's not closed. It's open. I need this. Anyway, I think pretty soon here, I'm going to have to get back, and we'll talk about this even a little more. Okay, well, let's go back to the show. Hey, Mark Way, those blinds were not closed.
Those blinds weren't closed. The windows, they don't even open.
Yeah.
You know what makes me mad about hotel windows? They don't open all the way. Like, if you go up on the, like, third floor, you can only open the window, like, 4 inches.
I know. I think that's so that people can't jump out of them.
Yeah, but nobody who rents
So
a
I'm positive
hotel.
for that.
I'm pretty sure that's why. But you can still throw pennies out of them, you know. And why would you rent a hotel? I guess you have, you know, you don't need the money anymore.
Yeah.
And then also,
you want one last luxurious night at a 5-star hotel.
yeah, but I'm talking about like the Motel 6.
Oh,
those
that's
windows
not
don't
high
open.
enough to do it.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like they were just tired of people breaking their legs.
Like you can't. Man, we have broken legs insurance.
Dude, the hotel that Josh and I had in Sioux City, Iowa, we're like, this one is actually rated pretty high, and it's like $80 a night. So we're like, okay, whatever. We went in there. It looked like someone like just put a sheet down on the ground and someone spun out on it. It was just like, it looked like there was tire marks. We're like, what is going on here? I'm like, we could ask for extra blankets. He's like, I'll just flip it around. But I didn't even know. I was like, is that like Dookie or what is that? Because
Like it was
just,
on the sheet.
yeah, and it looked like tire marks. Actually, on the blanket on top.
Somebody
It's
drove
wild.
over the blade. I wonder if it got burnt in the dryer.
They put it in the dryer just with a big tire. I put some stuff that had like rings on it or whatever, or different zippers.
Oh, sure.
Pretty big zipper on this past week, and I could hear it through my apartment building going. I was like, I really need this dry, but it is kind of late, and I'm probably making everyone upset. Because I'm like halfway down the hall from it, and I can hear it. I'm like, the people right next door, I'm like, you're probably college kids playing video games.
They probably don't even know because they got headphones on and they're yelling through the microphone.
And all of you guys are, actually, I'm probably the one that keeps people up the most in that apartment. Because of my night terrors when I start screaming.
You know what? Your apartment is crazy to me because when you walk in, you got it. Like they got a security system, but it says the name of everybody that lives in there or like who's on the lease. So like you can scroll through and be like, oh, Emily Johnson, Samantha Jurgensen, like Tina Smith or whatever. You know what I mean? Like you
think
can just
about that, but you're right.
It's just like
I thought that was just like, I think that happens in a lot of those, but. Oh, it says the full name?
Yeah.
It doesn't just say last name?
And it might even be a list on the wall or something. I'm not quite sure. But I remember thinking, like, I don't think I would want my name on this building.
Because I think it's pretty standard just to have the last name.
Some first initial last name. Maybe,
yeah.
You know,
but
have
full name, my social security number,
credit card info,
my
date of
latest
birth.
darkest secrets. Blaise had a speech impediment and sometimes dressed up like a girl as a kid.
That last part was a secret.
Everyone's acts. Sometimes you got to play dress up.
Well,
sometimes people make you dress up like the girl.
You know,
you're not doing anything. You're just dressing up like a girl.
One time,
it's funny.
It is
for
funny.
Goofs.
I dressed up like
I look in front of the mirror. I look in front of the mirror in my mom's house, and I'm like, "You're so attractive."
You're pretty. You're pretty.
You dressed up like white chicks?
One of the white chicks. Yeah, I was like
for Halloween.
Yeah, I was
just
like
for
it was a Tuesday. No, it was Halloween. I was like, oh man, this would be funny. So like, I got heels. I got pretty much everything. I got a wig. It was crazy. The only thing I didn't do was like paint my face pasty white, you know, like I didn't do any of that stuff. I put on people put on makeup. Yeah, I put on makeup. Like it was like, oh man, I bet there's got to be a picture somewhere where I'm like,
what are you? You're like, I'm white chicks.
Well, I mean, I had like the blonde wig and I didn't have like blue eyes or anything, but it was like,
It It's funny how bad those masks were in that. Dude.
Yeah, dude.
No one would ever believe those are just how they look.
Yeah, it was like I remember thinking, like the first time I watched it, I was like, that is not believable, and they just like fall into it, like, oh yeah, it's us or whatever. Like nobody would believe that those two girls are actual. You know what I mean? It was just like, what? They're all of a sudden like 8 feet tall, you know, like they're good at everything, like good at basketball. They're good at dancing. They're doing all their, you want to talk about mothers. Like,
dude, me and my buddy learned to do that flip that they do on the dance where they like went up to each other. They were doing that dance. And then the one guy put his arms below his legs, like through his legs. The other one grabbed his arms and just pulled back as he jumped up, and they did a flip.
Yeah.
We used to do that at high school dances, and it was so cool, and we were like white boys.
Yeah, yeah. And girls go goo-goo or gaga for...
girls go goo-goo.
They go goo-goo gaga for dudes that can dance.
Yeah. I used to be able to cut a rug, and now I think I care too much. There it was just kind of like whatever. Now I'm like, I think I look dumb doing this.
I noticed that the other day.
When you saw me dancing?
Yeah, I was like, he'd be so much better if you quit looking around, thinking about what everybody else is. Nope. I was at the gym, and I went to go take off my pants to put on my clothes, and like, I just was looking around like, who's looking at me? And nobody. Like, for one, and actually the thing that made me mad is like you walk into the locker room and there's like kind of like a weird hallway. And as soon as you turn the corner as to the entrance, there's a giant mirror that shows every angle of the locker room. So like no matter where you are in the locker room, unless you're like way off to the side around the corner, if you like, I took off my shirt and I was like, can the people like right outside the door see my reflection? You know, like, but you have to kind of make a corner to see the mirror. But I was like, this is an ill-placed mirror. Yeah. It's not right. The only reason I thought about it is because I was like, I'm thinking about it too much. Like in, high school, I just whipped my clothes off. No problem.
High school, well, you knew everyone.
In class.
Yeah. The teacher's like, I'll see you after class.
I'm like, yes, you will.
Mrs. Robinson.
I was going to say Mr. Robinson.
That too. That was, in high school, you know everybody there, though. So that's just kind of like true. Whatever.
Like, hey.
Yeah, you're like, I will make fun of all my friends here still. You get made fun of way more. No one's going to make fun of you for what you look like naked now.
Nobody's even paying attention.
Yeah,
I don't
exactly.
think.
Well, maybe not to you.
Somebody is paying attention. Yeah, it depends on which gym you're going to as well, because somebody's like, hey.
Yeah, a couple of the gyms around here, some people pay a little bit too close of attention.
Yeah, I remember when I worked at the Y, I would work out at the Y, and I'd always be like, I'm gonna go. And this actually used. I had to start work at 6 a.m, and I would sometimes go. Like, I would start work at 6, see everybody off, like they would leave, and then I could go, like, basically work out. So it was like 7 in the morning, and there was this one dude in there. He was like a George Costanza type, short, round, way too hairy. And then, like, I'd get done with my workout, I'd be getting dressed or whatever, and he would always be there, naked, and he would come over and just talk to me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why are you talking to me? And why don't you put on clothes?
Yeah, that actually happens pretty frequently to me.
Stop talking to me.
Yeah, I'm like, whatever. Just put on pants to talk to me, please.
Right.
Or like,
put on
keep
a
the towel around.
Yeah.
It is weird, like, when now people just walk around with nothing and just come up like, hey, how's it going?
How you doing? I'm like,
the other day, this one guy came up and was just like, hey, you like golf? And I'm like, not really.
Do you want to touch my club? Like,
no, he just kept doing stuff like that. He's like, that was insane. He's like, I'm like, yeah, nope. I usually stand at like a 90-degree angle so that it swivels back. He's like, you got a hook, and I'm like, yes, sir. So do you. And I was like, it was just a weird. Very weird
interaction. Yeah, dude, you can't be.
And I was like, he started talking to me about, and I'm like, I told you I don't golf. I will go to the golf course with you and be wined and dined.
Yeah, if you're
At the
gonna buy
country
me,
club.
if you're gonna take me to Fargo Country Club and put a steak in me, then yeah, I'll go golfing with you.
Yeah, if you give me beers and steak, I'll do pretty much anything. To be honest with you, I will.
To a
beers
certain
and a
extent,
steak. When's the last time you had beer and a steak?
for that somebody like gave it to you.
Yeah, at like a nice country club restaurant.
I've been thinking about this for quite some time. I went to Yellowstone a while ago, and I they had a special at the restaurant we went to. The lady said it was a prime rib special, and then I said, "Oh, what's the special?" And then she said, "We just have prime rib. It's on the menu or whatever." And I was like, "Oh, it's like on sale or something." And she was like, "No, it's regular price." And I was like, "Well, what's the special?" And she's like, "Well, the special is prime rib, and it's only like we only have it till it's gone." And I was like, like every other restaurant, like that's what I thought of, And I was so like taken aback that like she just kept calling it the special, and I was like, every restaurant that has prime rib has it till it's gone. They can't make a new prime rib in 10 minutes,
I guess, but there is like prime rib nights. That is like the special on like a lot of nights where it's just
this was like
till it's gone
on the menu.
Oh, it's already on the menu.
Yeah, like you could order prime rib.
You could order a prime rib anytime.
Anytime.
Okay.
Well, after let's say 6:30, when everybody's already ordered it and it's gone, you can't order it.
Because I know there's like different places in town here that are like, we don't have prime rib any night but tonight.
Yeah, and those that makes sense.
That is their special. And then they only have it till it's gone. But yeah, if they're like, well, we have prime rib every night.
Every night that they're open. I think they're open like probably.
It would be wild if they had it when they're not.
You could just go there and get prime rib.
Yeah, I mean, they have prime rib they have hamburgers while they're open.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Well, they don't have it the nights they're not open, actually.
I wish, what I'm saying is I wish I would have got the prime rib. Because I was like, it was $42. That's not like the issue. The issue was like, I was more upset that she called it the special.
Yeah.
Than anything. Like, it's not the special.
You order a prime rib, it's a PR move.
When people talk about Arby's, sometimes people haven't put it together yet, and maybe it's just because I've known this for a long time. Arby's is roast beef. Arby's.
Oh.
So, like...
I always thought running backs because they'd always have football players promote them.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm Randall Cunningham.
Man,
he wasn't a running back.
That is wild.
But it's weird to me that, like, I don't know. I wouldn't say that people are supposed to put it together, but I've always known Arby's to be, like, the home of the roast beef sandwich. So, like, it was Arby's roast beef. Like, it wasn't like a guy named, like, Derek Arby. Like, I don't know. And that could be even wrong, but I've always known.
It is wrong.
See?
What is crazy, though, it is right for the RB, but it was, it comes from the initials of the founders, the Raffle brothers. They're pronounced R&B. They actually had to pick it out of a hat with a bunch of other names, like, a
big
a
10
raffle.
gallon. Oh. Like they had a big ball and it had a crank on it and it was like spinning around.
Yeah. We're the Raffle brothers.
We're the Raffle brothers.
Raffle.
And McDonald's got sued because like they had what was that? Robble. That was like, who is that? Did that? Was it the Hamburglar? Robble.
I think it's just like a lot of people do that kind of. Is that actually Barney Rubble?
No, he had a regular voice.
Who eats and says who eats? And
everybody
says Rubble.
Rubble. Barney Rubble.
Yeah, I don't know.
Rubble's a good last name.
I guess so.
I never really thought about it, but Rubble, Barney Rubble.
Barney Rubble.
Like, yeah, like it's I am like literally just putting Rubble together.
Those
right
old
now.
cartoons actually were very clever with their names. Flintstone,
Barney Rubble, Betty Rubble.
That's all I got right now, but I'm sure I can think of some other ones.
Bam Bam. Great
Bam
name.
Bam. What was his daughter's name? Not Lucy.
Nope.
Fred Flintstone's John Candy. My favorite role of John Candy
was the Flintstones. with Rosie O'Donnell as Betty.
Oh yeah,
Rubble. Like no, I'm just gonna.
Pebbles.
Pebbles. Yep. I'm just gonna say, and also, Pebbles seems like it would be Rubble's daughter.
That is true.
Pebble
because
Rubble.
Pebble. Yeah.
Well, Pebble Rubble sounds.
Well,
that's
and
not
a
good
lot
enough.
of more pebbles are in rubble than in because you got to break them down.
You got to break them down.
Yeah.
I don't. Now that I'm thinking about it, I don't like Rosie O'Donnell as Betty Rubble.
No, because Betty Rubble in the show was like attractive, like a slender, nice.
I'm not saying.
Lady.
I'm not gonna say.
You were thinking it.
Yeah, I was thinking. I'm not gonna say it, but like.
And not that Rosie O'Donnell's like not attractive. but she's not like the slender babe that not Betty Flintstone.
Betty Rubble.
Betty Rubble.
Betty Rubble and what? Who's
Wilma.
missing? Wilma Flintstone.
Wilma, not a great name.
Wilma. Well, it probably was a good name for the times. That show was from the 50s.
How often is the name Wilma used
Wilhelmina
in real life?
Wilhelmina is like the princess of something, like the Queen of the Netherlands or something like that.
Wilhelmina. Only in 2021, 28 baby girls in the U.S. were named Wilma.
21?
Making it 4,682nd most popular girl's name. Wonder how many people are named Blaise every year.
That's a good question.
Oh, around 200 to 250 boys and girls.
What about...
I wish I had just a boy name.
You know, it's weird how, like, when we were coming up with names for our son, we got his name, and then immediately, like, in the paper, somebody else was born with the same name, and it was the opposite.
Really?
And we were like, and coincidentally...
It was
No, the opposite backwards. Coincidentally, we ended up meeting those people, and like, we're not besties, but like
really?
We're friends.
Maybe
and
they'll
like,
get married someday.
That would be. They could start a
can-
law firm with their first names.
Yeah, and they go back to back.
Yep. And then it becomes like, what's that show, Moonlighting, where they don't. There's Bruce Willis's show with Sybil Shepherd. It was like I don't know the show very well. I just know it was a huge thing in the 80s. Everybody talked about moonlighting. And the thing about it was like they never hooked up, and then as soon as they hooked up, the show was canceled basically.
Yeah, right away I was just thinking of the other show, Moonlight, which is a different
Moonlight. Oh,
It's
the
like
movie?
20 yeah.
Yeah.
I was like moonlighting. What?
Moonlighting? Nope. I think somebody, like they were private detectives or something, but they never hooked up, and then as soon as they did,
And then went to the moonlight.
they went to the moonlight, and they saw some pizza pie in their eye, and then they were like, that's amore. Should we do lawyer stuff?
You got anything for me? You got anything we need lawyer stuff for?
I did send out an email, and I said, send me an email that's like with your legal trouble, you know?
Yeah.
So
You get anything?
a couple
hear it.
things. Well, I gotta do a disclaimer.
I got to claim this.
I gotta
I'm
claim
not a
this.
disclaimer. Claim this. Okay, let's hear it.
There's two legal disclaimer. The opinions expressed in this email do not reflect the views of this radio station, its affiliates, any lawyers who answered the phone and immediately sighed. This situation is funny until it's yours, and at that point, please stop laughing and call a real lawyer. But okay. Okay. One of them was somebody got injured at a kid's birthday party.
Oh, really?
Yep. They said, hey, Kautzman and Belcher, not attorneys at law. I rented a bounce house for my kid's birthday party. Everything was fine until 3 adults decided that they still had it and one of them pulled a hamstring, is now asking for my homeowner's insurance for lost athletic confidence. Is there something I should be worried about?
For lost confidence.
Anthony C. asked me that.
Well,
can you sue for lost confidence?
Depends. So he was the one that got hurt.
No, his friend got hurt, but his friend is suing him for lost.
Oh, his friend's suing him.
He's trying to get his homeowner's insurance to cover lost athletic confidence.
Gotcha. I would say that what you can do is push your friend over a few times and see if he can stay upright.
Mm-hmm.
And if he doesn't, then he deserves to be hurt.
Yes, like he should have known. Did he sign a waiver to get on the thing? Also, I think instead of getting a lawyer, what you probably should do is, since it was a children's bouncy house, you probably have one of those little basketball hoops around.
Yep.
Right? So you have the guy toss the ball into the hoop just a couple times, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I can still do this." Then you take him to like an adjustable court, or like adjustable rim court. And then he shoots it, and it's only 6 feet high. And he's like, "Oh, I can do this."
Yeah.
And then eventually you raise it up. And before you know it, your friend's back on top of his game. Maybe he's not dunking, but
he's got his confidence
He's
back.
got his confidence back, and it didn't cost you a thing except for time.
That is true, but how fun is your friend to hang out with? How much time do you want to spend with him?
Good point. And was there alcohol involved when he was in the bouncy house?
Yeah.
That part he doesn't say.
Because if there is involved, then that guy's just a good time. That kind of can't handle his booze.
Yeah, but if I'm in a bouncy house,
if you're in a bouncy house laughing, and you've had a few to drink, then that's just a good time that everyone gets to talk about. And so then you don't need to compensate whatsoever.
Yeah, because your friend. Also, I'm in a bouncy house. I'm drinking. I hurt myself. I'm like, oh man, remember that time I was in a bouncy house and I hurt myself?
You just got a good story.
Right.
The thing is, no matter what you would get from home insurance, it won't ever be as good as the story as your friend looking like a fool. So I'd say that one I think is solved.
Yeah.
That they just dismissed.
Case dismissed. Yep. Nice. Okay. Another question. Hello, Kautzman and Belcher, not attorneys at law. I run a fantasy football league. One of the managers traded their best player to their spouse for what can only be described as nothing. I vetoed
this.
I'm already mad at it. I vetoed the trade, and now they're claiming discrimination against married people, and they're threatening legal action. Do fantasy football sports fall under real-world laws, or is this something the courts refuse to acknowledge? Appreciate the answer. Long-time listener, first-time emailer, Steve K. Well, Steve K., listen, I don't think that they have a case because fantasy football is fantasy world.
Fantasy football is real life.
Correction. Fantasy football is real life, and you do have a case.
But I'd say you don't have a case. But fantasy football is real life.
Fantasy football
is everything.
It's everything.
But
and
actually,
also,
this year it's not for me because I'm out of the playoffs. But
why did you veto the trade? Because for nothing, like he got something. Maybe you didn't get anything.
Yeah,
but he got
until he didn't.
Well, the Steve K, he didn't get anything, but the husband probably got something for that trade.
Yes,
you know, like behind closed doors, maybe, or maybe they have the doors open. I don't know, but I'm just saying
that is true. But
it says nothing.
But I would just say that I'd say that goes through. No, I don't like it. I don't like it at all. That's like going behind your back in a court of law and a lawyer making a plea deal with someone that's. It's even worse than that. This is two people conspire. That's like one person taking the fall for someone else going to jail. Because they're, I don't know. I don't like when
married people in the league.
He's just doing that. They're abusing their power. They're Harvey Weinsteining it.
The guy who vetoed?
No, the guy who's just like being like, oh, wife, you can take whatever.
You can take...
Because he's doing it for his own good so that he gets something from his wife. And otherwise, no one else would take that trade.
Well, somebody would take that trade. They would want. Well,
no, he said that they wouldn't take the trade because it was a trade that he's only given to because of his wife. He's given her special treatment.
The manager of their team traded the best player to their spouse for what can only be described as nothing. And they're claiming so
so he just gave the player for nothing.
Something. Well,
no, for nothing.
Yeah, but that's
for
what I'm
everyone
saying.
Else, that's nothing, and then that gives them a better team.
Yeah, but it's in the same household. So
no, but that's not the same team. Then you're combining two teams in one against everyone. So then they're going to share the money. No other one has split teams like that.
That's what I was going to say. Let's get to the root problem of this here. And the root problem is in fantasy football, couples should never have been allowed in the first place.
Yes.
You can't have two couples or one couple, two people that live in the same household, maybe roommates, but they definitely can't share a bed and then be in the same fantasy football league.
Sometimes you're just in hard places, like when me and you share a bed. But we still get in fantasy football leagues.
We're in fantasy football, and we're like, hey, listen, I've fallen on hard times.
Yeah.
I need a bed.
Punishment for that, though, is they need to take you out. You can accept the trade, but then they got to take you out for a whole night of debauchery and pay for everything. For all your drinks for a night.
Yep, it starts with steaks and beers.
That's the rules. Yeah, they did break it, so the rule is they need to take you out and pay for all your drinks for a night.
That's the ruling. Yep.
Okay,
case solved.
Case closed. And that's I think that's our time.
Should we? Yeah, I was going to say, should we wrap it up?
I think so. I think we got other people coming in the studio here.
Okay. Well,
we'll get some more of those next week.
Dun dun. Yeah.
Boop 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 boop. What else do we got going on here? I guess the only shows I got coming up are going to be in Langby on New Year's Eve. If you're out there for that, then we will be there. Me, Josh DeLay, and I forget who else is with us there. And then I'll be somewhere else. I'll be doing Don't Tell in Minneapolis, January 16th. I'll be in a different small town, Minnesota, January 6th, 9th. I don't know. Look at these dates. We got time.
We got time. There's
whatever. You got anything, Quay?
Nope. Let's see here. What am I doing? I think I'm gonna be bouncing at a. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not a bouncer.
Can it be?
Yeah. You can catch me probably on Saturday night after the local comedy show at the VFW.
Nice.
I might be. I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm not doing anything.
FrontStreetTaproom.com.
Ooh, that's right. Oh,
for comedy stuff, Robert Burrill and Connor Haglis, and I always get his last name screwed up there. They're always fun time.
We're supposed to give away a gift basket.
Oh, a gift basket?
I think so.
Or just tickets.
Let's do it on the.
We'll
online.
talk about it. We'll do check out our Facebook pages.
That's
Woke
right.
Up For This, Instagram and online. We got a couple comedy tickets and a mug to give away, huh?
Yeah, some cool stuff.
And this Wednesday at the Front Street Tap Room, there's a open mic night special. Comedy open mic night, and then there's also a theme of different Christmas things. They're giving away prizes. You can win raffle tickets. You can raffle. You can go with the Raffle Brothers. Maybe there'll be Arby's there, but you will get. They're giving away different like gift bags and things like that. So for the Christmas spirit. So if you're looking for something to do on Wednesday, sometimes that's fun to do. So you can do that.
And it's free.
And it is free. And it's a good time in the community, and you'll get to see Mark Quay and I, which, I mean, what else would
What else do you want to see?
What else do you want? Nothing. That's what. Okay, guys. That's all we got for now. Love you. Toodaloo.
Toodles. Oh.